And now for our final two awards, the Ohi Courage Award presented each year to a male and female who have shown the Ohi courage to say no to great evil. To introduce our first Courage Award recipient is philanthropist, activist, and social entrepreneur Danielle Carmanos.
On the very last day of last year, the very first people in the world exhibiting COVID-19 symptoms were being treated in Wuhan, China. Today, over 40 million people worldwide have been diagnosed with COVID-19, and over 1 million have tragically lost their lives to this terrible disease. On the front lines, courageous doctors, nurses, and other healthcare workers continue to risk everything to save severely ill patients, rushing towards danger as others are sheltered in place. When the virus first appeared in Wuhan, the epicenter of this deadly pandemic, emergency personnel quickly recognized the unprecedented risk that this SARS-like illness posed to public health, as well as the dangers it meant personally. Instead of shying away, they stepped up to fight and alert others, activating all resources to protect fellow citizens. So today, we honor the Ohi courage of the Wuhan whistleblower doctors with our 2020 Ohi Courage Award. From the first moment of the day of this global outbreak, they began their daily battle on the front lines, courageously and selflessly risking their own lives to save others. As the first doctors to interact with COVID, there was no blueprint, no known treatment protocol, no global medical community to consult. Early on, at least 4 doctors on the front lines at Wuhan Hospital died from COVID-19, and several others were diagnosed with the disease. As the virus spread globally, we watched as the fatigued doctors wearing handmade personal protective wear, administering experimental treatment, and imploring people to social distance. These powerful images were reminiscent of Crete in the midst of World War II, when Greek women used household items to arm themselves and stave off invading Nazi paratroopers. They are at once arresting and inspiring. They offer the kind of hope, resilience, and courage we need in these dark times. Again and again, doctors have shown unsung heroism in fighting against this pandemic. These remarkable individuals were the first to face COVID head-on and did everything to sound the alarm. Congratulations and thank you to the 2020 recipients of the Ohi Courage Award, the Wuhan Whistleblower Doctors.
It was a disease that no other doctor had seen before. The patients were showing flu-like symptoms, but usual treatment methods were not working on them. Soon the report was circulated across Wuhan's medical circles. Other doctors began talking about this new virus, this mysterious disease.
He first warned friends on WeChat about a SARS-like disease going around. The test result from a patient quarantined at the hospital where he worked showed a patient had a coronavirus.
Police in Wuhan arrested 8 people for, quote, spreading rumors online. It turned out that all 8 were medical professionals. They were predicting a SARS-type outbreak, and they weren't wrong.
She tried to raise an alarm about the Wuhan virus, but her voice was muzzled.
The Wuhan doctor who was the first to alert other doctors about the spread of coronavirus has disappeared.
Why is this doctor so important? Why must her story be told? Not only did she find the virus, she even spoke about it. She told everything that she knew, and now nobody knows where she is. Gone missing for reporting on the Wuhan virus.
He went from treating patients to becoming one, diagnosed with the Wuhan coronavirus.
A hospital in China has confirmed that the so-called Wuhan whistleblower doctor has died. He warned his fellow doctors in advance about novel coronavirus, that it looked like SARS. He was then investigated for spreading false rumors.
Dying less than a week later in the same hospital in which he worked. But if action had been taken when he and others started sounding alarms, the severity of the outbreak might have been understood sooner.
我们十分感激他，我们应该向他学习。
每次与人交战的时候呢，我们是绝不退缩的，永不放弃的。
我们觉得他每一个都是活生生的人，我能救他，哪怕有一点点希望，我们都会把他都要付诸行动，我就尽量给他机会吧。
时候我们都会就是义无反顾的就出来了呀。每一场真的就是一场生死之战，每场都是一个病人就是把自己的家。
Here to accept this Courage Award on behalf of the courageous Wuhan whistleblower doctors is Wuhan human rights lawyer Jim Lee. Jim, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you. It is a great honor for me to accept the OHI Courage Award on behalf of courageous whistleblower doctors in Wuhan, the Chinese central city where I was born, raised, and had worked. While the whole world remembers Wuhan as the ground zero of this global pandemic, few know that the city was the site for uprising that toppled China's 2,000-year imperial rule in October 1911 and ushered in the Republic of China, the first republic in Asia. 80 years ago today, when the Greek people courageously stood up to seemingly invincible Nazi forces, the city of Wuhan also put up fierce resistance against fascist invaders. Knowing Wuhan's glorious past, one is not surprised by what the Wuhan whistleblower doctors did early in this year. From the first day of this global outbreak, the doctor began their daily battle on the front lines, courageously, selflessly, to save others. More important, when the government suppressed and censored information about the coronavirus outbreak, they risked their careers, well-being, in exposing the Communist Party's cover-ups and alert the rest of the world against the deadly potential of this threat. One of those whistleblowers, Dr. Li Wenliang, died from the COVID-19, but others continue to fight and refuse to be silenced. I'm a big mouth. No matter what pressures are, I'm going to talk about the virus to whoever, wherever I could, said a doctor to her suppressor. Just as the Greeks said "Ohi" to the Nazis, the Wuhan whistleblowers not only said "Ohi" to COVID, but also "Ohi" to disinformation, censorship, and political suppression. This is truly virus from human society. The Wuhan whistleblower doctors, they are true heroes. By recognizing them, the OHI Courage Award inspired all of us to follow their footsteps and say OHI to virus and evils from nature and also from human society. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you being with us.